Caleb Williams, USC, likely first pick in the draft, except he's saying he doesn't want to play in Chicago. First of all, he's crazy. Chicago, I lived in Chicago. It's one of the best places to live. If I'm Chicago, hey, you just made my decision for me. Trade that pick away and stick with Justin Fields and try to make it work.
I don't think Justin Fields is toast just yet. You've seen flashes of that. He's capable. If I'm a team and I'm going to use my first overall pick, I need a psychiatric evaluation. He's reminding me of Ben Simmons, bro. It's that light skin shit. It's that light skin trait. You didn't do shit yet. You didn't do nothing. I agree with you. You made my decision. I get on the phone. I say, yo, first overall pick is up for grabs, everybody. Holla at me. Let me know what you want to offer me. Caleb Williams is on the table. Sell him now before he keeps talking. The ex-NFL scout, Daniel Kelly, he was speaking about him. He's much closer to Johnny Manziel than Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, if that don't tell you run, if you're the Bears, I don't know what does.
Jason Kelce said he wants to buy the rights to backyard baseball and backyard football. Classic computer game.
I don't know what classic this was because I never played that game. That game came out in 1999. That was like the block of time that I wasn't playing video games. I was outside. They got a podcast. All the attention is on them. So now they're just blurting out shit. You know what I mean? We're going to buy Coca-Cola because people are listening to them right now.
The best player in backyard baseball was in a wheelchair. The dude was nice. He was like he's like an icon of video games. Jason Kelce in his head is like, yo, that was such an iconic game. And everybody online is like, oh, backyard baseball was the shit. If you sat down to play backyard baseball right now, you'd be like, I'm not playing this shit. That nostalgia is going to last about 15 minutes. There are games that will last forever, like an NBA Jam or NFL Blitz.
Yeah.
Backyard baseball is not one of them. If you're Jason Kelce, you got a top podcast, you just retired from the NFL, you're all pro, you got paid. The guy who bought the rights to backyard baseball, he's like, oh, word, you want to buy it? Price just went up.
The game was hot. Like a lot of games that we played when we were younger, we liked the game because it was the only thing out. It's going to be fun for a day or two. It'll be cool. And then that's it.
The company that bought Sports Illustrated a couple years back, they just laid off almost everybody. This iconic brand is now gone.
These new companies come in on old iconic brands. They ain't got the sauce. They don't have the culture. There was rumors of the writers there were using AI to write their articles. The love of the sport is not there. It's a business thing for these young writers. When we were kids, we used to read Sports Illustrated magazine. Those were writers that loved what they were writing about.
What it did with sports is it made it a story. Like I remember Friday Night Lights, the book, which then became the movie and the TV show. I remember reading the excerpt of that from the back of Sports Illustrated. Man, that was this little bubble of fantastic sports journalism. There were so many great journalists, I think, that came out of Sports Illustrated and so many great stories. I think that's the thing that's sad to see go away, but it's a new day and it's just not what people want today, unfortunately. Vince McMahon under federal investigation for sex trafficking allegations. I'm not the wrestling guy. I don't know a lot about this.
Doesn't matter. This story. He's a dirtbag. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you have an old man in power. He's around all these young girls. They're all fresh, young, in shape, and he's the boss. Some of the stuff that came out about him, talking about like with the dildos that he has, the white dildos over here, the black dildos, and he's naming them after wrestlers, is weird. I like when it comes public. I like to hear it. You know, remember Rex Ryan with the feet? Rex Ryan with the foot fetish. You don't know how these guys are living in their secret lives, their private lives. And I like when that shit comes out because I like to hear it. Bro, they're dirty old men. You can't do everything you want to do, bro.
The All-Star starters were named and then the All-Star reserves. Anyone you see as a particularly terrible omission or snub, maybe a Sabonis or a Lauri Markkanen, De'Aaron Fox. The first year that you play at an all-star level, you're not an all-star. It's always your second year. Like, it's almost like that's what you need to do to be in the conversation for the next year. And then once you've been in a number of times, you get the benefit of the doubt the next time.
I need fresh blood in there. Like, they were talking about James Harden. Like, I don't want to see James Harden in the All-Star game. I want to see De'Aaron Fox in the All-Star game. He's been getting busy.
Trae Young is another one. He's the only guy ever to average 25 and 10 and not be voted in, and that's twice he's done that.
Everybody that's there deserves to be there. Could you do a little interchanging? They're all stars. The All-Star game is supposed to be for the fans. The people in Sacramento, the fans in Sacramento want to see their guy there. NBA is a business.
You just want to see these guys that have worked hard to get these accolades, get them.